Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming close. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you can.
Yes. It is real after all.
Love this game. It's one of my
She's
favourite
finally
freaking
arrived
games.
in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. It's here.
You see that?
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
I get goosebumps at this shit.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
You have to take a closer look to see. Why isn't she focusing? She needs to focus now.
She needs to use her eyes.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost.
Where are you?
Game's so fucked up on so many levels.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
Goosebumps.
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
she turned back. She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
The bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
To the land of the dead it is then. First thing to do, look down. Climb up where did it say?
No, this is it. The hidden path. He's going to hurt you.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Druth is my tree.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
You know that's a figment of your imagination.
Feel the gates
No,
to
it's not.
hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
You'll see. What happens if you focus?
It's near. Look towards the gate.
I fucking hope I can remember all these, because some of these were a pain in the ass if I remember rightly.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it
It works!
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Everyone's trying to make them go away.
I've only got 2 now.
They
One
weren't
of them
real.
died when my mum did. Odd one.
Where's that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
I have fell off once, I think.
You can't just
I did
push
die
things
though.
away.
Oh, obviously, dickhead. You're not gonna fucking survive that, are you?
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela,
Nice.
daughter
I
of
didn't
Loki.
notice that at first round the edge.
The gods feared her.
I was just like,
bad on her
so you
mother's
can
side
tell if
and
you've
yet
missed one or
much
not when you
worse
go back
on
on
her
it.
father's. So, as a child,
She takes everywhere
the
to
All-Father
it takes
cast
forever
her
to
down
get
into
everywhere.
Helheim and gave her
Run the bit
power
slow.
over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Fuck that shit, mate. That's the aim of the game. Ah, my first fight.
Stay back. Look at it. You have
I should be well used to this, by the way.
Helheim divides
It's a
the
bit
living
like-
from the dead.
Well,
Is that the face
hey,
of Helheim?
Sophie, the fight begins.
The half-rotten goddess
It's a bit like the
rules
Witcher
Helheim.
fighting thing, and Assassin's Creed's kind of like a lot like that, and I've absolutely put like 360 odd hours into Assassin's Creed Origins alone.
Shh.
So we should be fucking used to fighting by now. Well, it's not exactly the same, but new enough. Dodge, smack, dodge, smack, dodge, smack. Even sounds like Assassin's Creed. The hell?
You took him from me.
Yeah, comfy for this, I suppose.
I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
hurt this blood.
Comes on now, for fuck's sake.
Take him down. Take him down. Get him down.
I think he'd gotta die there anyway, I forgot about that. Just having a proper fight, it's like fucking... What else does that say? Battlefield 1. When you're playing through and you get shot, you're telling everyone a story. I'm trying to fight my way through the end, like, you know what I mean? I'm getting shot and go, fuck's sake.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is wrought. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Senua. And all progress will be lost.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
Dylan. Oh, God. I've just ripped my fucking jeans more. Oh, that's clever. Oh well. I've been in anyway.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela
Just fucking rip my jeans more.
gate to Helheim.
Come on now.
To open the gate,
Fucking
you
40
must
quid
first
pair, dude.
face the gods that guard it.
Back in the day.
The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Shall we do first?
It won't open. How will she get through? Why won't it open? Why can't she open it?
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
Get in
They
a
say
face like
the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow, but you weren't expecting that. The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow, but you weren't expecting that.
Said that twice. So we don't have to be standing next to the fucking stone for it to read. I'm just going to read it again just to make sure.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains.
I remember him.
Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
The fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, he spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons.
It does go away.
Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Gotta stand relatively close to it, should Oh, I remember this. Fuck it out, been a while.
What's that? Push it. Push it down. She did it. She did it.
Okay. Am I missing something? Did I have to look through it? Oh, I bet you gotta fucking go and look at that first, haven't you? Fucking dick. Yeah.
Illusion hides the path to Valravan. Don't trust your eyes.
Bollocks.
Find another way to see the truth.
I will do, lad. Thank you very much. What is your bastard? Yeah. You're tripping out now. The door will disappear now when I do this much. Oh yeah. I know this game. I like this game.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Need another stone thing just to make sure I haven't missed one.
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
Just gotta check. I can't remember where the other one. Fight.
The price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness,
Get up there now.
what lurks within it
Move. Come on.
can see you too.
Fight. Now, you're getting your ass fucking kicked, motherfucker. I'm onto you like a tramp on chips, mate. I remember it all comes back here in the end. Come on, do that again. Cause you know I'm gonna kick your fucking ass in. That's how you dodge. I'm onto you now like a tramp on fucking chips, mate. Come on then, bitch.
Finish this. End it now. Don't let them get behind you.
Love the fights. I love the fights. On to it. Ooh, you got one. Wrong buttons. Getting confused with Assassin's Creed shit now, fuck's sake. Yeah, that was coming out like that, wasn't it? I'm on this, mate. I'm on this, like, come on then. Woo! Mofo. Do a little dance or a jig or something.
Northman will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
I bet you've missed one somewhere, guarantee it. Can't remember where they all are. Probably because I'm streaming, I'm just running through. Oh yeah, pick it up somewhere on this. It took me ages to this time.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from
Forget how to get up there, that's what it was.
allowing the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you've seen, truth.
Look how much it's changed.
I don't even know if you have to press a button to get up there, I just do because of Assassin's Creed. Hang on, not that bad. Ah, God.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something huge shifted. Can you feel it?
find out if you need to do that. You need to press a button. Nope, you don't need to press a button, so stop pressing the fucking button. Jeez. Right. This is what this stuff does. There's a hole in the wall. Now there isn't. And everything's normal again when you walk through it. Hole in the wall. Hole in the wall, so we get some cash out. I don't even know if you have to press a button to do that either. You just walk up to it and find out.
Do you feel it? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
I'm going exploring. Oh, come on. Can't even get through there. Jesus.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them, Shepherds? They're around. Try to find. Line up the ravens. Shh. What is it?
I hear something.
Oh, there you go.
Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
The song.
I've never been just that before.
Listen. Focus. Focus. He's gone. Where did he go? You can see him. Where is he? Find your fault.
Is she lost?
Nope.
His first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a
Now you have
place
to press a button
again.
for that.
Some like to become Celts in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make a miracle are forever changed.
She can get up now. She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. She can get out. It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravan tricking her. Valravan. How can she get out? Bait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Fight! Oh, give me! Fight! Like fight.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods. Creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within.
She can't go in.
A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Truth says there's always another route. Find a way from there. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different way.
Well, that would be alright, you know. Well, yeah, okay. Find your own way. Yeah. Gotta go back. Don't know where I'm supposed to go. Let's have a look. Maybe not. I have not noticed that before. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh well. I don't actually know where the fuck I'm supposed to go in. Seriously, we got round in a big circle. Yeah, well done. I'm sure there's something I need to do in here. Ah, fuck off! I didn't even see that before. What a knob. No. Big twat. I'm gonna have a fight here in a minute. So, I'm gonna stand here for a sec. Oh, oh fuck. Alright, so I'm not gonna stand there for a sec. Fuck me twice.
Do it. You're close. He's gone.
Fucking two of them here. What the fuck am I supposed to do there? Seriously, what the fuck? Get up, anyway.
She's injured. She can still do it. Use your sword.
Press the wrong fucking button. Is this, that's a fucking fight on Assassin's Creed, that's what it is. That's to block. Sure it is. Completely opposite way around the buttons. Fuck me. But yeah, we get the gist. I haven't seen any of them things for a while. Still won't let me through. That's it. Yeah. So what am I looking for then? Ah, that path. Fuck's sake. Slap you in the face, mate, you still wouldn't fucking see it. Right, see what I've missed now, come on. Let's see what letter it is. Oh, M. Oh, okay.
Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed
Hey, we
Odin.
haven't.
They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Fair enough.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything, turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
I'm saving that, swear to God. Exile makes sense when home doesn't feel like home. Brilliant. I love that, I think that was awesome. Hang on a minute. What are we going here? Okay. Ah, box. I feel bad fucking listening to that rain, man.
The song. Valravan's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus, listen. It's an echo. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest? Forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left the north. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried. Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dylan. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dylan. She didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought the curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted. Druth helped her. The ravens. The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No.
Half of them have gone.
They've gone. Some are still there.
But where?
Some are still there. Raven's helping. No. He's not helping. It's a trick. Quiet.
Ah, I see.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
I can't remember if you're not supposed to see him or supposed to see him.